Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast. We have a trailer today that we're gonna take a look at.
We are.
What language is this one in?
This
Original?
is Kathanar and it's Malayalam, but it's going to be a mass India release, so it's going to be in like a bunch of different languages. I saw that there was an English version out there, but I like to do it in the language it's originated in. So we're going to do subtitles. We're going to listen to it in Malayalam because that's how I like to do it. So that's what we're doing. No arguments, people. So the kind of cool thing about this is Mohanlal is supposed to have had a cameo in this. So I'm hoping he shows up in the trailer. He was confirmed to have a cameo. It's last I heard, but we'll see. So it's directed by Rojan Thomas, who did #Home. Remember that movie? It was so good. So sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was just, the home life. And it was just it was very, very cute.
We that was his big movie.
Yeah. So that was a really good movie. So this is a total departure from that. That was kind of a little small grounded movie about family. This is going to be this is about a wizard of some kind.
That's what I heard.
Is it wizard or warlock? Wait, is it wizard? Wild sorcerer. That's what it is.
Sorcerer, some sort of magical being, some spell casting entity.
That's right. Exactly right. So let's see who's starring it. So we have Jaya Surya in the title role. I guess he's going to be the sorcerer.
Right.
And then we have Anushka Shetty. And this is her actual first Malayalam debut. So I always think it's amazing when they can do that. I like the crossovers in the languages and stuff like that. So we have a lot of Prabhu, Deva, Sanup, Santosh. So let's take a look. Let's see what it looks like. I always love these big fantasy things, and he does them so well.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this trailer.
You're excited.
I don't know anything about this, if you can't tell by the way I'm going.
I know. Well, you know who Mohanlal is. I mean, when you watch Home, so you're sort of there. You got it going on. So let's take a look.
I want to see the sorcerer. Okay, here we go.
I want to see the sorcerer. Okay.
Ready?
Yes, ready.
Hold the work.
Okay.
വിജ്ഞാനത്തിന്റെ രൂപവും ഉറവിടവും എപ്പിടിയായിരുന്നാലും കാന്തല്ലൂർ ശാലയിൽ അത് വരവേൽക്കപ്പെടും. ഇന്ദ്രജാലത്തെ ഞാൻ നമ്പരുതില്ല.
അവബോധത്തിന്റെ രഹസ്യ മാർഗങ്ങളിൽ വരെ അവർ ഗവേഷണം ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്.
So beautiful.
Yeah.
Love the library full of scrolls.
யாரோட நினைவுக்கும் எட்டாத எல்லாரும் அசந்து பார்க்க போற மாதிரி ஒரு மாயாஜாலம். நம்ம ஆன்மாவோட கலந்து நம்ம நினைவுகளோடு சங்கமிக்க போகிற ஒரு நிகழ்வு.
ചേരരാജശ്രീക്ക് കുഞ്ഞമ്മനിൽ നിന്ന് വാഴ്ത്തക്കൾ. കണ്ടതും കേട്ടതും ഒന്നുമല്ല വരാനിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആപത്ത് കാലത്ത് വരുന്ന അതിമാനുഷൻ അഗ്നിയാണ്. കൈപിടിച്ചാൽ കരുതലും കൈവിട്ടാൽ കുട്ടിനാശവും ഫലം.
ஒரு மனித உடம்பில் கொள்ளுന്നതിലും அதிகம் சக்தி நீங்கள் கட்டுப்படுத்தியிருக்கீங்க. எப்படி? നിങ്ങൾ പറയുന്നത് വിശ്വസിക്കുക. വേണാട് ആപത്തിലാണ്.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, little goblin.
Oh,
Precious.
yeah.
மாய அண்டமே மாய.
That looks pretty cool. It looks like a heroic fantasy kind of thing with some. I don't know. I think I was trying to interpret it with the scenes of the people sitting at a table with a map, as though they're controlling the fates of mankind. Sort of like the gods and Jason and the Argonauts or something, where they move pieces around on like a chessboard and it causes actions to happen down on the physical earth.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if that's what it is. There was one thing in there that said, "Be careful who you pray to." Like you might be praying to the wrong gods or something.
See, I love that line because everybody's so convinced that they have the right God, right?
Yeah.
I love the idea they're kind of throwing out that doubt, because it's kind of like, are you sure he's a good guy?
Yeah. Are you sure that what you learned is correct? And you're not, pushing your fate or your destiny in the wrong direction because you've put your faith into something that you shouldn't have.
Well, actually, this too, it says a plot follows Kadamatu, a legendary 9th century Christian priest endowed with magical powers. And the only thing is kind of
interesting. Huh.
I know, isn't that weird? But what I loved, there are a few things I loved about it, because it's so ingrained in my movie going persona. I love the rooms with the potions, rolls, and they're rolling out the parchment and the writing with the quills, and they have the potions in the window, and it's so beautiful, and there's nature. It's like, that just felt so like, I love that so much. It just felt like I was home in a way, so it's like they did such a beautiful job envisioning that, because it felt very rich and almost kind of calm and gentle. And then, like, if they showed that cloudy sky, I love how they kind of insinuate that the storm is coming, and here they were with their perfect little world, and the guy in the black and the horse and it's looking. And was the guy dancing with a skeleton?
It was rope. You know how they do the that sort of stereotype of the Indian.
It was such a quick glimpse.
Playing the,
that's right.
And he makes the snake come out of the basket. That's the stereotype. Well, they also do the thing where the rope comes out, and we reviewed something recently where a guy makes a rope go up. And then the kid climbs the rope, and then he disappears or something.
That's right.
It's the Indian rope trick, which it's kind of, you see it in a lot of old movies that have the kind of stereotypes of the Indian people laying on a bed of nails and things like that. But in this, it seems like they're maybe doing a sort of more traditional idea of it, where he literally brings the rope to life. And the rope is tied into this human shape and is following his moves and stuff. So
that was a good trick. That was a good trick. But I liked it because it didn't look like it was all just big bombastic. It looked like it had the villagers and the colorful clothes, and like I said, like the rooms with all the knowledge, and just had this sort of just really nice built-in like seriousness that was not so big and fantasy and violent. It was, I'm sure it's gonna be part of it, but I like the idea that they bring that kind of human touch to it. That was really well done, I thought.
Yeah, well, I love special effects, and I love those art directed, those great magic library rooms. The Doctor Strange kind of basement, conjuring rooms where you have the ancient texts and the illuminated manuscripts, and you're flipping through the pages looking for the right spell and all that. And and I've been on sets like that. In case I never mentioned it, I worked in film and television for a very long time, so I've been on a lot of different kinds of sets, right?
Yeah.
And it's always fun to go to a really well decorated set, and this looks like I look at that and I'm thinking, cool art department. They had so much fun.
Cool art department.
And they made beautiful things, and they hired artists to draw those manuscripts, and they got people to fill up these spell books and these manuscripts and parchments and stuff. It's always so much fun to go on to a set that's decorated like that, because you can kind of walk in there, and oddly enough, a lot of times it smells old because they rented old furniture and old accoutrements, and they used real parchment. So there's all those old kind of smells, and sometimes they'll have live candles on the stage, and so you get a whole. It's like one of those kind of immersive type sets, because they're usually lit really dark, and you can just go in there and kind of absorb the vibe.
That's very cool. I went to the Men in Black set, and that was also cool because they were huge. They were big, like rooms and tunnels. That was very cool. But
those shows had money.
They sure did. This one looks like it has some money. We'll take a look at the poster in the meantime. So I really like this poster. I love how the cape, the robe is kind of almost turning into fibers, almost like that's his hair.
Yeah.
I think it is, but it's like, and I love that he almost looks like a raven or something. And he's sitting on this, and the cliff has kind of a face in it. It looks like.
Oh yeah, it does.
They kind of have a little bit of a face, a little bit of like hair hanging down. It's a little bit of dark red running through it. So that's
some lightning in the clouds, and
it's
very moody.
Yeah, it's very cool looking. So what's the copy line? It says, "The one who speaks your time, your mind, your reality." He speaks your time, your mind, your reality.
So he's, I guess he's kind of like in control of, I mean, I hate to, compare to like Doctor Strange or the Infinity Stones, where there was like the time stone that Doctor Strange has, and he is the one who controls the time, the time stone. But I love stuff like that if it's done right. You can load a movie up with special effects that blow your mind in the trailer and everything, but you have to have characters that you like.
That's right.
In a story that's compelling and engaging and pulls you along with them. And this looks like it's got really good cast. And I would assume that cast wouldn't do it if it wasn't well written. So
it's got a good production value. It doesn't look overly like CGI. It just look beautiful.
Right.
I love the scene just of the horse running along the beach with that big sky. They have some beautiful quiet moments, which I feel like is really rare in a lot of trailers. Yeah. So I like when they take a moment to show you things like the quiet moment with the scrolls and the quiet moment with the potions. And here's the horse running along the beach. And it all looks kind of good until it's not. So, so we also have this poster. They're selling the actress. It's her first Malayalam film. And so here we go. We got the two here, and this is actually a teaser trailer poster. As we know, India kills it with marketing, so they're so good. But the other one looked like the main poster that we have right now. So this looks beautifully marketed. Looks very serious, very elegant, very elevated. So I can't wait to see this because it looks really good.
Yeah, it looks good.
For a trailer.
It's by the folks that made Home, so it's. They're probably concentrating on characters in this, which is what I want,
Yes, that's right.
I want to like or understand or feel or be engaged by these characters. And,
the director who knows how to give people their moment, like inside a movie. So we're not going to have just this huge, big action thing. He's going to really make you care about the people. And that's what I'm hoping, because it seems like that kind of director. So looking forward to this. Let us know any comments. If you notice some cameos, I might have missed Mohanlal. That might have been him doing the voiceover. I wasn't totally sure. Let me know if that was him. And if you notice that, if you know stuff about the story or what this was kind of based on, I would love to hear more background on it, because we try and watch the trailers kind of cold and see what they tell us. So they told us a good story, I think.
It's interesting. A Christian sorcerer. That sounds interesting. I mean, is it a real story? Is it something that allegedly actually happened, or is it mythology, or is it just a story?
Tell us what it is. I would love more context for this, and you guys are really good at doing that. So let us
know. We're ignorant.
And tell us what you thought of this trailer.
Yeah.
Next time. Bye.
Take care.